Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our exclusive interview on the topic that affects businesses and companies around the world, and that is, of course, value-added tax, commonly known as VAT. So today we've gathered an expert to shed some light on the important aspects of taxation. So join us today as we explore the ins and outs of VAT and the impact that it has on businesses, and obviously the role it has on shaping our economy. So without further ado, let's dive into this informative discussion and gain a deeper understanding of value-added tax. So joining me today is Christo Theron from Destinata Accounting. So Christo, thank you so much for joining us and thanks for sharing your information.
Hi, Damien. Thank you very much for having me. And to all our viewers, I hope that you learn a lot from today.
Perfect. Now, I'm going to dive straight in. And, we've all heard about it. We've seen it on invoices and stuff. But for people who might be new to business or sort of learning about these things, can you just give us a brief explanation of what is VAT?
Of course. Now, VAT stands for valued added taxes, as you explained. And VAT is an indirect tax of the consumption of goods and services in our economy. Now, SARS uses VAT to raise revenue for our government by requiring certain vendors that carry on an enterprise to register for VAT. And that VAT is currently charged at 15%.
So, Christo, tell us, we've got companies that we work with that charge VAT, and sometimes we work with businesses that don't. When should a company actually be registered for VAT?
That's a good question. So you get a compulsory registration and voluntary registration. Now, a company will need to register for VAT once their value of taxable supplies made in any consecutive 12-month period exceeded or is likely to exceed 1 million. Once you have crossed that 1 million mark, you will need to register for VAT. That is the compulsory registration. Now, you can also register for VAT voluntary, but you will need to exceed at least 50,000 in taxable supplies for a 12-month consecutive period. There are some circumstances where this is not the case, but most likely you will need to exceed at least 50,000 in taxable supplies.
And can you just tell us a little bit more about why do you think a company would voluntarily register for VAT?
Of course. So the reason why most people will do voluntary registration is because companies that are registered for VAT do more business with other companies that are registered for VAT. Because you can claim VAT back if you use the services of a company that charges VAT. So there is a benefit by using other companies who are registered, and that is why companies will register voluntarily to receive bigger opportunities from other companies.
Christo, could you also tell us a little bit, what is the difference between input and output VAT?
Of course. So output VAT is the value-added tax that you calculate and charge on your own sale of goods and services if you're registered for VAT. Output VAT must be charged on sales both to other businesses and ordinary customers. Now, input VAT is the value-added tax added to the price you pay for goods and services that you use in your company.
And then, Christo, we've got time for one more question. What is something that you think people should do once they have registered for VAT?
The one thing that I would like to explain for people, or just guide them, is that 15% that you add to your product or service is not your money. If you provide, let's say, a service for 1,000 Rand to a customer, and you are now newly registered for VAT, if you still want to make your 1,000 Rand on the service that you provided, you will need to add the 15% on that 1,000 that you charge. The additional 15% is SARS's money. I would advise that you keep track of your total VAT and move that 15% to a separate account, that once you will need to pay your VAT, that you don't have any problems. You will also get to deduct the VAT from services and products you use to conduct your business. So make sure you keep track of your VAT so that there's no surprise payments that you have to make.
Fantastic. Christo, thank you so much. And that obviously concludes our interview on value-added tax. I hope you found the discussion has provided you with some valuable insights into the intricacies and significance of VAT in today's business landscape. So remember also that VAT plays a pivotal role in generating revenue, promoting economic growth and ensuring that there are fair and efficient tax systems in place. If you found this information helpful, be sure to share it with others who may benefit from this knowledge as well. So that's it. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more engaging videos and informative content. And until next week, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.